Good Wednesday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. I am your host for South Carolina Weather, Lisa Peterson. Let's talk about the weather for your Wednesday. Now, looking at the radar right now, nothing for South Carolina right now. But if we move on out and move over to the MRMS, and we can look at the winter weather radar, you can see we have that heavy precipitation going through the southeastern portions of Texas, as well like Corpus Christi, Houston, going all the way up into southern Illinois, the Boot Hill, Missouri, and we also do have this very intense heat still going on up here inside the Northeast, as well as maybe even some flooding concerns down there for Oklahoma, northern Texas, Kansas, as well as the northwestern tip of Missouri, the southwestern tip of Iowa, as well. And then look at the West. The West is doing absolutely fantastic. I mean, nothing really to comment on for the West. And then the Southeast, I mean, if you just include the Carolinas, Georgia, and Alabama, nothing's going on in between us either. Here's our cloud cover. Right now, cloud cover is really kind of moving in from the Atlantic, and kind of what I was saying yesterday, how the Atlantic cloud cover was going to try and push the cloud cover to the west back. And we'll see what the future cloud tracker says in a minute, but that's very interesting to see that that's happening. And again, you see that heavy cloud cover near the coast, but then once you go up there towards the upstate, it's very wispy clouds. Not a lot of cloud cover, but just some wispy clouds up there inside the air. Let's check out the model real quick and just see what it says. If we push this forward, this is what I'm talking about. Like, very good example. Here's 4 hours out, and you go to 5 hours out, and then 6 hours out, and you can see the cloud cover from the Atlantic pushing the cloud cover in the west back, because this Atlantic moisture is moving in. So very interesting stuff. Usually the clouds usually move east, but because the Atlantic moisture kind of pushed it back, but then it's still wanting to move back. So this will keep some very cloudy conditions over the Greenville, Spartanburg, upstate region. But while like places down here to like Myrtle Beach, Charleston, Columbia will still be actually really good, except for just those showers that move in early morning or showers that move in later, and the cloud cover that moves in later. Like here's like later tonight, 12 a.m. at around 9 o'clock, somewhere around there, 12 a.m. 12 hours out from now, 9 p.m. somewhere around there. Here's our current temperature: 70 in Greenville, 71 in Columbia, 79 in Charleston, 77 in Savannah, 77 in Myrtle Beach, 73 in Florence, Sumter, 70 in Rock Hill, and then 71 in Augusta. High temperatures for today is around 91 in Florence, 90 in Dillon, 91 in Cheraw, 89 in Columbia, 84 in Charleston, 87 in Hilton Head Island, 88 in Aiken, 88 in Greenville, Spartanburg, 89 Rock Hill, Anderson. All right. Peak sustained winds for the next, pretty much for the next, for pretty much for today. You can see that peak sustained winds actually will be pretty high. Again, kind of like yesterday, where like the northern parts of South Carolina will be kind of a bit quiet, but once you get closer to like the coast, is that's where it starts to get high. We can get some peak sustained winds of up to 20 miles an hour near Charleston today, while places pretty much the Tri-County region can receive any types of winds from 15 to 20 miles an hour at all. And then 17 in Myrtle Beach, 14 Georgetown, 16 Hilton Head, 13 Aiken, 10 Greenville, 7 Spartanburg at Rock Hill. In terms of gust as well, these are where it could get pretty high. We can get gusts of up to 35 miles an hour toward near the Charleston regions as we go into the next 24 or so hours. So really gusting 25 to 30 miles an hour. Would not be surprised if there was an isolated 35 out there. But really, gusts will at minimum be around 15 miles an hour around the entire state. And then as we continue going up, maxing out at around 35, but 25 like at Charleston, 24 Hilton Head, 24 in Myrtle Beach, 16 Columbia, 20 Orangeburg, 20 Moncks Corner, 14 Spartanburg, 18 Greenville, 21 Anderson, 14 Rock Hill. That's just what's going on with wind-wise. Here is the forecast precipitation for the next 24 hours. You can see that we do have a chance of rain that goes pretty much for like the Walterboro, Somerville, Latson, Hilton Head Island, and the Charleston regions as well. As we go through the next 24 hours, there's a chance that some Atlantic moisture, we've been talking about the Atlantic moisture, there's a chance that Atlantic moisture could actually try to move itself on shore. And I'm looking at some of the models, some of the radar right now, and the radar is showing already some showers already moving in to like the Folly Beach region right now, on just north of McClellanville as well. We have some showers moving in from the Atlantic through there right now. So those showers can make it all the way up inland into like Dorchester County, Colleton, up there in like Allendale County as well. So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. See if you get some rain. If you'll be one of the lucky people that get some rain, because it's about that time of year to where rain is actually lucky now. Here's our day one SPC outlook. As you can see, we are under a day one, or we're not under a day one. We're under a day one, kind of just like nothing, really. So nothing's going on pretty much for day one. Nothing's going on for any other day, really. So we're going to just continue through. And then here is excessive rainfall. No excessive rainfall is expected. And then here's the tropical National Hurricane Center and Central Pacific Hurricane Center for the Atlantic tropical disturbances. You can see the yellow here inside. Kind of looks like some like yellow just circle thing or whatever. And then pretty much that's the tropical wind field. You can already see it already going into southeastern Texas and eastern New Mexico. It's on the way. Just again, potential tropical cyclone 1. And then if we go to this one over here, only a 10 to 20%. It just says an area of showers and thunderstorms located several hundred miles east of the Bahamas is associated with a surface trough of low pressure. The system is forecast to approach the coast of the southeastern United States by later part of this week. So usually they had an exact day, like Thursday or Friday, but now they're saying the later part of this week. So it's becoming more and more uncertain when this thing will get to us, but it will for sure be later this week. Unless something absolutely just weird just happens. But that's pretty much all that I have. Here's one more look at those showers moving in from the Atlantic, pushing its way through like the Charleston region, down there near Beaufort, up there near Georgetown, and that's the moisture just from the Atlantic. So that's pretty much all that I have. So hopefully everyone has a fantastic Tuesday. I'll be back tonight 9 o'clock with another forecast update. Make sure you guys are there. Subscribe, like, and hit the share button if you have not already. Oh, I also would want to make this known as well, but we are pretty much have a code red. I think that's what the National Weather Service of Charleston called it, for rip currents. Life-threatening rip currents are possible along the South Carolina coast, so make sure that hopefully you're not on the beaches, because life-threatening rip currents are out there right now. For today, mainly probably because of that low pressure that's out there, or it could be from the tropical storm, whichever one it's from. It doesn't matter. Life-threatening rip currents are possible going through today, in the South Carolina coast. So, do not be out there on the beaches if you don't, obviously, unless if you're like some absolute, like just like trained professional, but I would not recommend going on the beaches. So that's at your own risk if you go out there. But, alright, that's all. Have a fantastic day.